Night 7. In, out. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be okay. Illya is dreaming about his father and his own ambitions for being a superhero until he's awoken by Saber. Saber informs us that apparently Sakura and Rin are having a fight right now in the living room, which is just sounds hilarious. Let's go soak in the drama. Unfortunately for me, by the time we get to the living room, the fight is already over and Sakura is gone. According to Rin, apparently her and Sakura were able to come to an agreement that if Sakura does not come to Illya's home for a week, Rin will return to her own home after that week is up. This is probably for the best, as this will hopefully keep Sakura safer than she would be in our home that will almost certainly become a battleground eventually. And it's also best for our own safety, because... Oh, right. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That rat fuck throwing knives at me. There is no such deal to get Fujimura to stop coming to the house, so she arrives for breakfast anyway. She comes bearing some unfortunate news regarding Mitsuzuri, the archery captain, for those of you who have no incentive to remember the tertiary characters' names. I don't want to hear that. Jesus! Awful. Oh my god, that's awful. And with all the other crazy shit going on, who knows what the guy's true intentions were? They could have... I mean, it was bad enough just being a molester, but there's so many other sick bastards walking around this town nowadays. Just absolutely terrifying. Illya, what do you have to say about this? You know, at this point, I'm not disappointed. I'm just mad. I mean, my god, it's bad enough, but this is your friend. You know this person. You talk to her on a regular basis. You were part of the same archery team. And that's what you have to say about it. This, of course, is all played for laughs. Fuck. If being a general shitbag wasn't enough, Illya decides that it's time to once again blindside everybody in the room and me with another random, off-the-cuff major decision. If he has to put any extra time in the fighting, he doesn't have time for school. What? So we're going to become suspicious because of your stupid decision to have to do all the fighting. Fucking awesome, dude. Real happy about that. Real solid. Your decision to become better at fighting so you can defeat the Master Samurai Lancer with an improbable spear attack. And Hercules himself, who is impenetrable to all damage. You're going to fight all of them yourself with your basic sword technique that you learned. Real cool. Super happy that we're continually digging ourselves deeper into a hole. You talking to her, your homeroom teacher, dude. He raises his hand goodbye. He sees Saka and Fujini off. Fujini freezes for a few seconds and... It seems Sasaka said something Fujini wanted to say. Wait, and we still have to investigate the fucking deaf... We still have to investigate the deaf nail, the deaf layer, the boundaries, the soul eater around the school. We have a time limit on that. It's only a couple days. We have a week left, I think. But you want to learn your basic sword training is more important than that. Sure, let's go learn sword training from Saber. Maybe she can teach us how to dodge not one, but two undodgeable attacks. Or maybe she can teach us how to block an attack that leveled a car. Or maybe she can help us not die from whatever the fuck Caster can do. Because we don't even know that, and I'm sure it's not intestine meltingly awful. Let's go learn basic sword strikes to defend ourselves from that. As much as I object to the training, and as much as I resent the fact that the training will probably prove to be useful down the road, I guess, because of narrative reasons, what I do not object to is Saber's methods.
つまり、要するに、ただ試合をするだけってことかな、セイバー。ええ、ただそれだけです、マスター。寸止めはなし。お互い相手を殺すつもりで打ち合いましょう。
I'm just gonna whip your ass. Please beat him to a pulp.
そうですね。1時間もすればどういうことなのか。理解してもらえると思います。
I'm gonna beat you for an hour. Saber lightly grips the shinai, ready to start. Still a fucking moron. He follows Saber's example and grabs the shinai. As soon as he does so, fucking great. The world turns upside down. In short, Saber is only trying to teach me one thing. The truth that no matter what he does, no matter what scheme he comes up with, he cannot ever beat someone he has no chance against. Oh, that's very, oh, what a, there's only one lesson I'm gonna teach you. It's that you ain't shit. First hour was just him getting beat up. Saber's blows would suddenly strike him and he'd faint slightly. He'd wake up. Just when he thought he'd be careful next time, he'd be knocked out again. What the I'd pay to see that. He just gets repeatedly knocked unconscious. I wasn't this malicious from the start, right? I don't think I was. Anyway, Amiya and Saber finally take a break. Now that Saber and Amiya have some downtime together, we can ask her a question. But which one? Alright, let's just get the obvious out of the way. We are not asking Saber for a super move. It's just stupid. I don't have to explain that anymore, right? If she had one that she could teach us, she would. And there's no shortcut to being good at this. That leaves us a decision between learning Saber's background or learning about her ambition. What is driving her forward? And while I'd very much like to know both of these things, I think it is more important to focus on looking forward right now. if I'm only going to get one of these, I would like to know what Saber's goal in all of this is. Why does she desire battle so much? I might be able to understand Saber's mindset if I can find out why she seeks the Holy Grail, the reward of the Holy Grail War. But is that something I can ask her? Yes, it is. Please ask her.
Saber, 一つ聞くんだけど、いいかな？
はい。何でしょう、シロ。
聞き忘れていたことなんだけど、セイバーが俺に力を貸してくれるのは、セイバー自身も聖杯が欲しいからなんだろう。なら、一体セイバーは聖杯に何を求めているんだよ。
聖杯を求める理由ですか。ただ欲しいからではいけないのでしょうか。聖杯は万能の器です。手に入れれば叶わない願いはない。それを求めることに理由などありません。
You gotta, there's no point in wanting something that can grant any wish that if you don't have something in mind.
違う、そういうことを聞いてるんじゃないんだ。セイバー、わざとごまかしているだろう、それ。
シロ、それは。
求める理由じゃない。叶えたい願いっていうのが何なのか知りたいんだ。けど、セイバーが言いたくないんなら言わなくていい。自分の願いなんて人に聞かせられるものばかりじゃないからな。
Well, that's suspicious. Saber closes her mouth awkwardly. Well, it's only natural. Saber didn't form the contract to help me personally. It's the only one who can obtain the Holy Grail or the Master. She's only helping me to take share in the reward. That is why she must be hesitating to tell her wish. And most of all, I myself don't want to hear Saber describe a selfish wish. So he shouldn't have asked. No, we should have. We need to know. It's important information. And who cares a shit if it's selfish? We need to learn about these people. After all, it's rude for a person without a clear wish to ask other people's wishes.
Shiro, それはマスターとしての命令ですか?
No, it's not. Suddenly, Saber asks the question with a serious expression. It is not a command. You don't want to tell, you don't gotta.
いや、違う。そういうつもりじゃない。ただ、セイバーのことが気になっただけなんだ。つまらないことを聞いてすまなかった。い
え、確かにサーバントとしてマスターには己が望みを口にしておかねばなりません。シロ、私が聖杯を求める理由はある責務を果たすためです。
Damn it, I cut her off. Directly. On its eye, she says so.
責任を果たす。聖戦ってサーバントになる前のか。
はい。ですが、私にも本当のところはわからない。私は。
Oh, how very vague of you, Saber. Why can no one just answer my questions? Whatever. That's all she wants to say. That's fine. Maybe I should have went for that background. Anyway, it's now time for lunch, which also somehow manages to blindside me, though it's not nearly as extreme as any of the other numerous blindsides this far.
いや、ちょうどいいし昼にしよう。 ささっと材料買ってくるから、セイバーは今で休んでいてくれ。
Do you is this a thing? Do people only buy enough groceries for the day? Aren't we supposed to stay here?
シロ、外出するなら私も付き添いますが。
大丈夫、すぐ近くの商店街だ。真っ昼間から襲いかかってくる奴はいないし、セイバーがいたら逆に目立つよ。
Now, as you might imagine, this uneventful, everyday shopping trip to just get some food for lunch, much like everything else during a Holy Grail war, is not nearly as simple as our protagonist may believe.
くそ、ひどい出費だ。なんだってこんな甘ったるいもんのために1000円も払わなくちゃいけないんだ。
Complains as he puts the grocery in the bicycle cart, and then feels something tugging at his clothes from behind. Turns around, wondering what it could be. Oh! Hey! What's going on? There! What's up? Is a young girl with silver hair.
お前は
You're... I back off, knocking the bicycle over. He stands ready once while the girl just smiles at him. I don't feel any murderous intent, nor even enmity, that word again, from the girl. In addition, the girl says,
よかった。生きてたんだね、お兄ちゃん。
well, that's weird. You're a fascinating one. What's going on? She smiles happily. Yeah, I am too, you know? This girl is definitely... I'm glad you remembered that. This girl is definitely Berserker's master. The master of the monster that slashed me in one blow in that night. Who would expect to meet someone like this in a shopping district near their house, especially in daytime? What, she has a life too. She's gotta get groceries.
まさかここでやる気か。
Obviously not.
おかしなことを言うんだね。お日様が出ているうちに戦っちゃダメなんだから。
She frowns in displeasure. This is definitely behavior of a young girl suitable for her age. I don't know her intentions. But even I can tell that the girl in front of me is harmless. Now that's not a word I'd use. A lot of words I'd use. Harmless. Ah!
お前確か
Oh, Jesus. Illya.
イリアスフィール・フォン・アインツベル。長いからイリアでいいよ。それでお兄ちゃんは何て
Why do you know Reen's name, not mine? I'm not. Fuck that. I ain't telling you my name. Fucking. Or we will. Sure. Okay.
エニアスシロ？なんか言いにくい名前だね、それ。
俺もそんな発音で言われたのは初めてだ。いいよ、覚えにくかったらシロでいい。そっちが名前だ。
シロウ？なんだ、思ってたより簡単な名前なんだね。そうか、シロウか。うん、響きは合格ね。単純だけど孤高な感じがするわ。
Sounds gullible. Illya Svil looks at me with suggestive eye. Not okay. My body unintentionally moves and lowers its waist down so it can move more freely. Because she's because she is Berserker's master, if she felt like it, she probably could blow me away along with the flower shop next to it.
そう身構えなくていいよシロ。今日はバーサーカーも置いてきたの。お兄ちゃんだってセイバーを連れてないからおあいこ。
Kill her now. She doesn't have Berserker, just hit her with your bike. This is the only way to stop this. Hit her with your bike! You gotta, sometimes you gotta shit stop a child. I don't agree with what I'm saying, by the way. Just to be clear. Ilyasville looks up at my face happily.
いや、おあいこってお前。
ね、お話ししよう。私ね、話したいこといっぱいあったんだから。
That's... What? The girl clings to my arm as naturally as if she were holding her father's.
待て待て待て待て、いきなり何しやがるお前。新手の策略かこいつは。
何ってだからお話したよ。普通の子供って仲良くお話しするものなんでしょ。
いや、それはそうなんだが、俺とお前は違うだろう。マスター同士だし、一度戦った仲じゃないか。むしろ敵だ、敵。
それは違うよ。私に敵なんていないもん。他のマスターはただの害虫。けどいい子にしてたらシローは見逃してあげてもいいよ。
I do look at bugs like that. That's a strong line. She's saying terrible things so casually too.
もうとにかく離れろ。お前めちゃくちゃだぞ。何か。
He swings his hand and throws Illya's off. She topples. As I tried to make her let go, the girl almost falls to the ground. Why the hell did I do something like that right then? When I notice, I instantly reach out for Illya's. Geez, this is too long. Illya's waist and caught her as she fell. I silently lower Illya to the ground. Illya is silent. I don't know what to say either. I stand still looking down at Illya. This is awkward. This is awkward. So the instant I try to leave to go home...
何？お兄ちゃん、私のこと嫌いなの？
Let's be... Okay. It's a loaded question. Now, I don't like you like that. You are a standout character right now. Okay, I love you like that. But... And I certainly don't trust you. Or do I? I don't... At night, she says this with the same glowing red eyes she had when Berserker was with her. A chill runs down my spine. Her gesture up to now were so childlike that my sense of danger had faded, but she's definitely Berserker's master. I'll die if I disobey her. I can't show my face to Saber if I die in vain here. And most of all, I'll involve all the people here in the shopping district. Yes, I can bet on it. This girl would mercilessly use her power as a master, no matter where she is. I don't believe that. But I'm totally down for you collapsing in and listening to her because I so want to hear more about her. I don't care if I think this is probably the wrong decision. I'm super down for this.
それじゃああっちの公園に行こう。さっき見てきたんだけどね、ちょうど誰もいなかったんだ。
Illya starts to run with dancing steps.
ほら早く早く、急がないと置いていっちゃうから。
Why do you have to be a child? Ah! Yeah! Illya runs through the shopping district, spinning in circles. Illya went on ahead. Beyond amazement, I'm a bit moved. For this girl Illya, any promise is an absolute truth. That's why she ran off so happily. She doesn't think I'll run away thinking it's a chance to do so when I'm alone. I talked to her, so she ran off trusting me to do so. She's really unbalanced. Yeah, I was like, but well, I'm not yet grown up enough to betray such a pure trust. So we go to a playground with Illya and just kind of chat about whatever. It's kind of surreal.
今日は抜け出してきたの。セラもリーゼリットもメイドのくせにうるさいんだもん。せっかく日本に来たんだから、その間ぐらいは外に出てもいいと思うの。欲しいものは何だって手に入ったけど、いつも部屋に閉じこもってたんだから、これくらいはご褒美なの。
部屋に閉じこもってたってイリアがか。
雪が降るとね、体に悪いから外に出してもらえなかったの。だから大抵は部屋の中で遊んでたんだ。あ、でも大丈夫だよ。こっちはお城ほど寒くないから一人でも平気だもん。
Illya says so with a full smile. She swings her legs as it seems she's having fun just doing so. Without knowing why, I put my hand in the grocery bag, take out the dorayaki I was supposed to eat with Saber, and again, without knowing why, I hand it to Illya.
食べるか。安物だけど。
何それ？食べ物？
そうだよ。甘いのは好きじゃないけど、これだけは別だ。うちは親子ともどもお茶受けはこいつなんだ。
くれるの
Illya looks up to me timidly.
やる。一人で食ってもうまくないから二人で食おう。
I hand her the dorayaki. Illya hesitates, then takes the Japanese snack that I'm sure she's never seen before. Fascinating. She eats it happily. Her gestures are so enthusiastic that the expression stuffing her cheeks fits perfectly. Illya suddenly raises her head as if called by someone.
イリア、どうした？なんかあったのか？
もう帰らないと。バーサーカーが起きちゃった。
She jumps off the bench. Illya runs out of the park without saying goodbye and disappears in a blink of an eye. I get back to the house. I decide to keep it a secret that I met Illya. I know it's something that I should tell about right away, but I still don't want to tell her about it. The Illya I met in the park wasn't a master. I talked with Illya about trifling matters, and we parted in a trifling manner as well. So I'm hesitant to tell others about what happened today. I feel guilty since it's like hiding something from them, but it's because I don't want to think of Illya I met today as my enemy. You know, I don't know what to make of Illya. She knew Amiya was a master before he even was a master. She knew Reen's name, but didn't know Amiya's. She has a blatant bloodlust and is fully willing to kill, but called off her servant after she disemboweled us and had us basically at her mercy, and even said she was happy that Amiya was still alive. At this point, I'm more interested in her survival than I am in Amiya's, but that's not saying a whole lot. Once we get home, we skip over the rest of the day's training and get ready for dinner.
なんでもない。夕食だろ。ありがたくいただくよ。セイバーは？
セーバーさんならシローの部屋に行ったみたいだけど、会わなかった？おかしいな。さっきまでここにいたけど。
Well, she's gonna have to sleep a ton now, because she's gonna be wasting her time training me.
旅館みたいに入り組んだ家だからすれ違ったんじゃない？いいわ。セイバーは私が呼んでくるから、エミヤ君はもう一度洗面所に行ってきなさい。髪、よく乾いてないわよ。
本当だ。悪い。それじゃあセイバーは任せた。
Wave my hand to Sokka and return to the alleyway. Jesus. As Sokka said, the Amiya house has many paths because of the aimless reconstruction. The worst one is the route to the bathroom, and it's really is like a hotel because you can get there from my room or from the living room. I enter the bathroom. I don't like the hair dryers, so I'll use the towel I used before. Hey. I hear a voice. You should probably leave, man. Like, the figure in front of me is saying something. Come on. She's being very fair. She says so without hesitation. Come on, just go. Get out. I have to explain. No, you don't. You just gotta leave. I know I have to explain to her that this is an accident, but my head is totally... Come on. Move. Just put one foot behind the other, and soon you're backing out the door. Do I have to censor this? I don't know if I do. In front of me, Saber is still as she was before.
シローが謝るほどのことではありませんから。このような場面を見たところで気にする必要はないと言いたいのです。
She is the Kuderi, I see. Right? Yeah, that's the term. What is she saying? No, even if Saber herself says it, just leave, dude. Doesn't change the fact that she's really feminine. Or I did not think the sprite would just be like hanging out with us today.
聞くけど、着替え中を見られても恥ずかしくないって言うんじゃない？
She's clearly cool with it.
なぜ恥じる必要があるのです？
Get out of there! I turn around, 180 degrees, exit the dressing room awkwardly. Saber looks at me in her usual manner until I disappear. So, moving on, we can skip right past dinner and head to our magic lessons with Reen. Whoa, we doping now? Hell yeah. In actuality, Reen is extracting some of her blood so she can use her blood to store power in some gems. Gems she can later use as spells later on. We've seen her use them against Saber and Lancer and even Berserker at this point, so it's not shocking new information for us. It's just kind of funny to see it happen. To sum up the lengthy conversation we have with Reen, which is genuinely interesting, it's just pure information and nothing really interesting to react to. Reen finds out that Emiya does not have a magic crest. This is going to make training him much harder, as magic crests are what makes modern day mages so powerful. Magic crests are passed on from a magus to a successor. This is basically what allows the successor to pick up where the last magus left off and increase upon that power to once again give to the next successor. And Mia never got a crest from Kiritsugu, so he's basically starting from level 1, where everyone else in this Holy Grail War will be many generations in, which is why these families have these lineages that make them the most important ones. This is also why most families only have one successor and don't teach multiple of their children about magic, because only one person can get the magic crest and only one person is going to have that power. So teaching the other kids is pointless and would probably just lead to resentment. If we don't have a crest, there's not a lot Reen can teach us besides like basic knowledge, which she does provide us. So she dismisses us for the day and we'll try something different tomorrow night. That night, we go out to the shed to practice our magic as usual, but we are interrupted. I lower my waist and prepare so I can jump back at any time. This music, it couldn't possibly. There's no reply. Puzzle Foots appears in front of me without stopping. Oh! Oh! What's up? You're not who I expected to see at all. The conversation between Emiya and Archer is just all foreshadowing. Like, it's just pure 100% laying out like the themes and what's gonna happen. I don't know what is gonna happen in particular, but like you can feel it just by how they're talking. It's borderline not even dialogue. Something annoys me. I feel irritated for no reason, or should I say, I can't get myself to like this guy. I've never talked with him, nor has he attacked me, but still, I understand that moment. I see him face on. I cannot approve of him. There's no reason for it, but I just can't like him.
そうしたいのは山々だが、見逃せないことがあってな。お前、サイバーには戦わせないらしいな。
This shit again.
悪いかよ。
He automatically answers him. With clear enmity, Archer glares at me.
やはりな。小僧の考えそうなことだ。他人の助けはいらない。できることは全て自分でやる。加えて、犠牲者は一人も出したくないか。
Hell yeah, Archer.
虫唾が走るな。その思考。
Up top, man. All about this.
お前に言われる筋合いなんかないぞ。
お前は本気で戦わずにこの争いを終わらせるつもりか。誰とも争わず、誰も殺さず。
No.
誰をも殺させないと。
The person making the boundary field has to die. Shiro has to die. Not Shiro. Oh, not Shinji. My apologies. Freudian slip. Berserker has to die. The assassin probably has to die. That or whoever's behind it. There's a lot of people who gotta die. It's just not everyone, you know?
争わないとは言ってないだろう。戦うときは戦う。
なるほど。それで戦っても誰も殺さないと。
そうだよ。なんか文句あるか？
お前の甘ったるい考えに邪魔などせんよ。そんな余裕はないし、そこまで推強ではない。いいか、誰が何をしようと救われぬ者というのは確固として存在する。お前の理想で救える者はお前の理想だけだ。
覚悟はできてる。俺が間違ってい
That's
た時は
not.
この命を差し出すだけだ。
That's not how that works. You are a sad boy. That must be the readiness of the mages. That's so optimistic. Well, at least he talked a lot of shit to Emiya. So that's always fun.